Ladies and gentlemen, grab your sleeves, grab your top loaders. It's opening day at Blazing Bros. Rip it up, fresh packs in the air. Opening day, yeah, we live right here. Chrome shine parallels everywhere. Big hits coming, better say your prayer. Rip it loud, whole chat going crazy. Fire pulls got the whole stream wavy. From the first pitch to the last car chase, this is baseball season at Blazing Bros. Wax on the table, knife in the hand. Sealed hobby boxes from across the land. PVT spots, filling up fast. Case hit dreams, we hunting that blast. Crack that foil, hear the crowd roar. Prospect gold shimmer sliding on the floor. Rookie yard olds lighting up the night. Number 210, yeah, that's a sight. Top loader stacked, sleeves ready to fly. Chest bomber when the color walks by. From Bowman heat to jumbo chrome. Every rip turn the break room to a dome. Rip it up, fresh packs in the air. Opening day, yeah, we live right here. Chrome shine parallels everywhere. Big hits coming, better say your prayer. Rip it loud, whole chat going crazy. Fire pools got the whole stream wavy. From the first pitch to the last car chase, this is baseball season at Blazing Bros. Blazing Bros. Blazing Bros. Blazing Bros. Half case drops at noon. Don't blink, fresh case smell, got the whole room synced. Repack burners, loaded with heat. Mystery bombs hiding under your seat. Stacking hits like a line of card. Short print legends pull from the yard. Diamond kings and future stars. We ripping wax like we breaking guitars. Shipping clean, service elite. Community vibe, got the bricks on repeat. When the scream goes live, you know what it means. Opening day, living inside your screens. Blasting, blasting, hear the crowd sing. Cardboard dreams with championship rings. Pull that monster, whole room explode. Superfractor glow on the digital road. Rip it up, opening day ignite. Baseball cards under stadium lights. Case hits falling like October rain. Blazing wits running the hobby game. Rip it up, don't care who you face. Every big bull got a story to chase. From the first pack tier to the victory shakes. Welcome to the show. Blazing Bros. Blazing Bros. Blazing Bros. Blazing Bros. Blazing Bros. Blazing Bros. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your sleeves, grab your top loaders. It's opening day at Blazing Bros. Rip it up, fresh packs in the air. Opening day, yeah, we live right here. Chrome shine parallels everywhere. Big hits coming, better say your prayer. Rip it loud, whole chat going crazy. Fire pulls got the whole stream wavy. From the first pitch to the last car chase, this is baseball season at Blazing Bros. Wax on the table, knife in the hand. Sealed hobby boxes from across the land. PVT spots, filling up fast. Case hit dreams, we hunting that blast. Crack that foil, hear the crowd roar. Prospect gold shimmer sliding on the floor. Rookie yard olds lighting up the night. Number 210, yeah, that's a sight. Top loader stacked, sleeves ready to fly. Chest bomber when the color walks by. From Bowman heat to jumbo chrome. Every rip turn the break room to a dome. Rip it up, fresh packs in the air. Opening day, yeah, we live right here. Chrome shine parallels everywhere. Big hits coming, better say your prayer. Rip it loud, whole chat going crazy. Fire pools got the whole stream wavy. From the first pitch to the last car chase, this is baseball season at Blazing Bros. Blazing Bros. Blazing Bros. Blazing Bros. Half case drops at noon. Don't blink, fresh case smell, got the whole room synced. Repack burners, loaded with heat. Mystery bombs hiding under your seat. Stacking hits like a line of card. Short print legends pull from the yard. Diamond kings and future stars. We ripping wax like we breaking guitars. Shipping clean, service elite. Community vibe, got the bricks on repeat. When the scream goes live, you know what it means. Opening day, living inside your screens. Blasting, blasting, hear the crowd sing. Cardboard dreams with championship rings. Pull that monster, whole room explode. Superfractor glow on the digital road. Rip it up, opening day ignite. Baseball cards under stadium lights. Case hits falling like October rain. Blazing wits running the hobby game. Rip it up, don't care who you face. Every big pool got a story to chase. From the first pack tier to the victory shakes. Welcome to the show. Blazing Greats. Blazing Greats. Blazing Greats. Blazing Greats. Blazing Greats.
Let's go. We are ready to rock. Good luck, opening day mix. We've never done a break this big for baseball opening day. We've done it for like football, playoffs, draft, all that kind of stuff. But never have quite done one for baseball. I've definitely got more into baseball. Wish I would have gotten more into baseball when we could get allocations. Obviously, we don't get any allocation. I was just talking to Jim Larson. I don't get anything. Not a single product from Pokemon, One Piece, baseball, football, hockey, anything like as an allocation anymore. It is all 100% whatever I can get on Top Site. And we all know how that goes, how that's going. So, yeah. But I appreciate you guys. A lot of the stuff we had, so we were able to go way above the threshold of the $100 spot. So you got a deal right in there. Also, we're going to be giving away the last 5 spots of the Fantasy League. If we have 20 people in it and my wife wins, you all owe me you all owe me a hobby box. No, we are giving away a hobby box as a prize on that, plus $150 in total credits because Wes, did you not get one last night? I think we got you in, didn't we? No, we didn't yet. We did not get you in. I'm going to hang tight for a minute here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove this TV, turn this off, because I don't want this to be a reason that we don't get, if we get kicked off or anything. Like, YouTube is so weird about that. So, again, I'm just a couple housekeeping things as everyone trickles in. There will be a full upload of this, okay? A full upload of this video in the event that anything is a streaming error, anything like that. Just remember, if there's any lag, anything that's, as always, I stop ripping immediately. The recording comes on, that stays on, and if we have to do 2 different recordings, that's fine. So you guys never have to worry about that. Hopefully we don't have any issues with that. Second thing is anything that's Leaf or on license, it goes to their current team if they're active. Retired players, it goes to their most years played. If there's no sign or signal or markings of them being on a team, specifically for things like the baseball gloves, the baseball, the Leaf jersey, all that stuff. So the only caveat to that would be on the jersey in the plate of the Leaf stitches and slabs. If, for example, if it's a Alex Rodriguez jersey and it's clearly a Yankees jersey, it's going to go to the Yankees. That's the jersey is the only thing it doesn't need any type of symbol on or anything like that. If it's a Rangers jersey, it would go to the Rangers, right? Like if Mariners jersey, it'd go to the Mariners. So hopefully we don't have anything like that. All right, so here we go. We're going to get started. Good luck to everybody. What do we start with? Let's start right away with the batting gloves. Game used batting gloves. These go for over $200 a box right here. This is one of the things we just threw in. Remember, for example, it goes to the most years played. Or if they're active, it goes to their current team. There's Ohtani in here. There's Mike Trout. But again, there's some are auto, some aren't. There's also some that are just people we don't know. Ooh, let's pull it up. They're dirty. They're game used. All right, I'm going to have to look this one up, but it's a good name. Let's see if they're autographed. They are. Or at least they're assembled as game used. They're dirty. Game used Franklin batting gloves. Dude, these are so gross. Like in a good way. They are gross though. They are filthy. It is Gabriel Arias. I want to say the Padres, but again, it goes to active current team. There is no sign or signal of where they could be. It's actually going to go to the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland Guardians are going to get this. That is his current team. I don't know if he ever played with another team or not, but it's saying, nope, it always looks like he was he did make a debut with the Rays. He is currently with the Guardians. It does go to the Guardians. Nice Nice start there for the Guardians, and that's going to be who else other than Bob Riley.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
There we go. Guardians on that one, kicking us off with game used. Now, again, I don't know if this is his auto or what. Yeah, it is. I see it. So both of them are game used. And then he wrote game used on them. That's kind of cool. So a little bit of an inscription, weird inscription. But that'll start it right there. Filthy, filthy gloves. Put those back here as a little sign. All right. Here's Bowman. Had a little snus in there. All right, what do we do next? Let's see, what do we do next? Let's do a little Gypsy Queen. Let's get a little Gypsy Queen here. I haven't ripped Gypsy Queen in a while. This is 2020 Gypsy Queen. What I like about the... JB, I just saw what you said about Midnight Mike, and it's not that... It wouldn't have been that hard, dude. It really wouldn't have been that hard. You just had to show some boobies. You just had to go backyard breaks. I would have even accepted a little homemade crop top or something. All right, let's do the 3 chrome box topper cards. I don't know if you get them in every box. Sometimes you get the box topper. Let's see who it is here. We got LeMahieu. Abreu for the White Sox, I believe, is going to be numbered. And a Walker Buehler. We already got a out of 99 for the White Sox going out to Scott Baldwin. There we go. I got some messages this morning from Wes, from Nate, like, oh, let's go, opening day mix. I'm like, yeah, as a breaker, I get a little bit more nervous than excited because I want everyone to do well. I know how hard it is to do that on a 100 per spot break, but hopefully we do all right here. Do you need another pink shirt? I think I have a triple XL that you can easily I do like him when he wears it. Here we go. Aaron Judge, Eshelman, Brown, and Abreda out numbered out of 250 for the Phils. Jimenez, AJ Puck, rookie, and Valoria. We're going to rip a stack here because I know we got a big break ahead of us. So let's go and just rip a stack. Bring this trash can over. Wes is getting headphones. He's like, I forgot my headphones at home today. I said, dude, just go to Target and get a pair. Listen, if they're not what you like, you just return them and say, these are not the headphones I like. What up, Bob? Is that Bob Riley? Bobby Light? I don't think that's his name on here unless he's using an alternate account. Again, I'm not going to try to draw this out too much. The first game's not on, I don't think, until, 1? I am making... Ooh, here we go. What is this? A little bit of the Tarot of the Diamond. I don't know if that's a uncommon insert or a common. But man, isn't Gypsy Queen pretty cool? That is a Story, Trevor Story for the Rockies. Merrifield, Dahl, Syndergaard, Bradley, Jimenez, Uriel, Hayes, Chris Bryant, Votto, Contreras, Starling, Acuna, Baez, Hampson, Garcia, Stanton, Woodruff, and here we go. Nick Senzel with the Fortune Teller card. Bob, did you see you already hit? You already hit something. I don't know if you saw it or not. You want me to show you if you didn't? Benintendi. And another one. How about Gleyber Torres with the Fortune Teller orange? I guess they're both all orange. I haven't opened this in forever. Do they? I haven't seen this in a while. They still make the Gypsy Queen, right? So I have my first bet in. It's a home run only bet. It's for Gunnar and Basallo to each hit a home run. Parlay. They both have to hit one. 10 to win 200 pretty much. Or 10 to win 180. They don't. Why would this be a set? It's kind of like when Panini got rid of classics. And in my opinion, the worst part about it was, so it was a bulky product. It had college uniforms, But it was like one of those things that was always cheap enough with some really cool like buyback autos. There we go to Dylan Cease. And so there's a Bo Bichette rookie. So they started doing it. They upped it and they did it as like a more of a premium box, right? Robert. And I was like, oh, nice. They fixed the product. There is a no-name variation. Dansby Swanson. Missing the name there. They don't even say anything about a variation on it. That's weird, but I just happened to see no name on that for the Braves. So they fixed classics, and then they were like, just kidding, we're not going to make this anymore. They did the same thing with, there was another set, not honors. Oh, there's a black and white Acuna, numbered out of 50. I guess it would be considered, would this be considered not a negative? I guess just black and white. Acuna out of 50 for the Braves, going out to Nate. There you go, Nate. Solid card. Wes, you just missed the batting gloves, pretty much. I might have to go let my dog in. Freddie Freeman, Duggar, Cabrera, Pujols. There's a Dunn rookie. And is this going to be our auto? It is, and it is Diaz. Eisen Diaz, a rookie on-card auto going out to the Got Me a Marlin. Matt Menser. Marlin's always hitting. Not numbered, but on-card Diaz. I think is there only one per box in this? Kyle Lewis, rookie for the Marlins. And there's a Springer Thunder with the Tarot of the Diamond. I love the tarot cards. Does anyone know why they stopped making this? The gloves were Gabriel Arias of the Guardians. Originally played for a different team, but I was smart enough to put a box over here so we don't have the table all. There's a Gavin Lux rookie. So we don't have cards all over the table. Wes, you liked my idea, right? I will tell you though, be careful because I've made this mistake. I've gone and done that and like, oh shoot, I need headphones for this trip, right? So I just went and bought some. I'm like, I'll just return them. I'm not gonna I have like 4 pairs, and then I end up liking them so much I keep them. And like I get the fire because it wasn't a heavily followed set, but wasn't Gypsy Queen like kind of a coveted set? Like, didn't it have a decent following? Sanchez, Yelich. There we go. DeJong with the fortune teller. Lorenzen, Ramirez, Machado. There's an Alonso. It does go to the Mets, but he is. I saw the list of the top 20 selling jerseys. The only Orioles on the list right there. Those are such cool cards. That'd be neat to have the set of. Wonder how many are in the set of that. Lambert. There's a Trout. Bellinger, Reyes, Castillo, Correa. Here we got something coming up. Oh, maybe not. Laureano. Hey, we do. Here we go. Another autograph. This is going to be Austin Meadows of the Rays. Second on-card auto there. This one for the Rays going out to Mike Egan. There's a Reno rookie. Ozzy Albies. Jordan Alvarez. 2020 has a decent class, doesn't it? Posey. Abreu. So we did get 2 autos in it. And that Acuna out of 50. Very nice card. All right, there we go. First box down. Gloves down. Let's keep it pop. Let's switch to some autos. Well, no, let's go ahead and do our Donruss baseball. Donruss baseball. So you guys tell me, what are your bold predictions for this year's season? That was the Arrieta, numbered out of 250, I think. Well, that's Chris. I was like, I can't believe that Alonso's the only one. And it could be this, because fans who get a new player, they already have a holiday jersey. They already have a Gunner. They probably already have even a Rodgers. Although I think with his, like, I don't know if, how long they expect him to be there. So it just could be one of those things where they're just not going to invest money in it. You got headphones for, did you get Bluetooth headphones for $10? Are you being serious? $10? You can get Bluetooth headphones? If that's true, that's wild. Or did you get wired ones? Do they even make wired headphones anymore? Mariners make the World Series. Pirates make the playoffs. I can see the Pirates making the playoffs. All right, Luis Angel Acuna. This is going to be a hell of a sort, let me tell you. Cam Smith, rated prospect hollow there. Pablo Sandoval. I'm going to rifle through a lot of this. There's a Hurston Waldrep, James Tibbs, Owen Hall. Dylan Cruz, rated rookie. A Deion Sanders, one of the, I forget, like the Ray. I forget what that parallel is. Cool card, though, there for the Reds. And Walker Yannick, going to be numbered out of 149, going out to the Stros. Dakota. Dude, $10 is wild. Like, there's some aspects of technology that for whatever reason just keep getting cheaper and gets better. I think he has some support now. They brought in some guys, Chris. Jackson Churio. And coming attractions, Ethan Salas for the Padres. I don't know if that's a short print or what. Can't remember. Coming attractions. Dude, I think we got a numbered Bubba coming up. Man. Oh, look at this. For the Pirates, out of 25, Dougie. I mean, he's their number 2, and he could probably be the best pitcher on a lot of teams. Bubba Chandler. There we go. Out of 25. 3 out of 25. Rated prospect there on the Bubba. And our first hit is going to be out of 10. Let's keep it going. Stros. Dakota with the Cam Smith. Not from any specific game or event, but numbered out of 10 with the 3 color for the Astros. Oh, yeah. Sell some jerseys. Right. Although he may have been like when they got him, he may have been like the number 1 selling. I don't think people buy jerseys every year. Matter of fact, for me, I really haven't bought a lot of jerseys lately because of number changes in football. Again, I'm talking football mostly. There's a Paul Skeens. And there's a James Wood base chrome. And then players are just changing so quickly anymore. Prince Fielder. And then a Kobe Mayo out of 99 going to the O's. Who got the O's? Joseph Pereira. Dude, Joseph, you are an O's fan, and did you nail them in the random? You were an O's fan, right, Joseph? Marvel's Luis Angel Acuna and the Connor Griffin rated prospect. Even these cards. I mean, I've seen these go on Whatnot for more, but I think they're selling this card alone selling for like $8 to $10. Just this one. $8 to $10. And that's why I kind of like the Donruss 5. Oh, shit. Like, why not? If you can get enough, like that Bubba Chandler, I bet you goes for better money than you'd expect. The out of 25. That's crazy, Joe. So that makes me happy. I saw Wes got his. I mean, look, it doesn't always work out, but I like to see on a random where we can get guys their PYT squads. I also think if we do these more often, I'd be fine if we ran them ahead of time like we did this one. If we do bigger ones, breaks like this. Guys, I have no issue with people being like, hey, can I post on the page? Or I'll even make a post in our chat. Hey, I have this team up for sale. This is the price I'd like to get for them. You know what I mean? I don't do that on a regular randoms because I don't want that to be a thing where people just buy spots to sell teams. But what do we got here? Out of 15. Dude, what a box. Dylan Cruz, Elite Series rookies, out of 15. Elite Series rookies out of 15. It's a little dark on this, but man, camera does not do this card justice. That's going out to the Nats there. Matt McGinn. So we got the Bubba out of 25, the Cruz out of 15, the Jersey out of 10. Let's keep it going. Hot box, baby. Ozzie Smith. And out of 250, Luis Baez for the Astros. Your Adley jersey, is that what you went with? I even threw on my Orioles hat today. I got to get some Orioles gear, though. Maybe I'll buy a Trevor Rogers jersey just to make Chris happy. Cliff Lee for the Phillies. That's going to be out of 49. Another nice short print. Philadelphia Phillies going out to Austin. And the DeVries, that is the rookie rated prospect acetate there for the Padres. Not a bad card at all there. Going out to Ron. Don Russ bringing it, man. How about this? Is this numbered? No, this is just that green parallel. Bomb Squad, Gary Sheffield. No, Steve, I saw your post. I was going to call you Seth. I saw your post. That's awesome, man. Nope, you got to make choices, dude. I tell people, don't get yourself in deeper than you can afford, or that you don't stretch beyond your means. I reach out to people all the time. There's a Nolan Bryan Hollow and a Luis Angel Acuna Prism. Now that does go out to the Mets, even though he's on the White Sox now, I believe, right? But it will go to the Mets because it's designated to New York. Nope, that's cool, man. You got to pick and choose, and I completely get that. There's an Aaron Judge base chrome. Jacob Mizorowski. His cards are hot right now too, aren't they? And out of 149 for the Angels, Christian Moore rated prospect. That's what I mean, Chris. And I think that's why. People look at contracts now more. Listen, I looked at Diggs' contract, right? You got that helmet. I was like, yeah, that's awesome. Diggs we had like 3 more years left on Diggs' contract. And what did he do? He left that year. Brooks Robinson, there you go, for the O's. That green refractor there. Very cool card. A little PC action for you there, Joe. Good looking card. We'll be hanging out for a while. I had the TV on. I wanted to have it on. What up, Mike? How you doing today, brother? Happy opening day. Let's go, O's. Yeah, I'm like torn on that eBay authentication. So I like it. I like the fact that exists. Because if I buy a card, right, I want to make sure I'm not getting sold a fake. Especially, have you seen, like, I've watched videos on some of these fakes. Oh my gosh, dude. Like, they're getting very good. So I get wanting to buy either slab or... I just don't think if it's already slabbed, it should have to go through authentication, but I think it still does. Now, my understanding is if you buy from the PSA store, now that they're, buying cards back and selling it, we won't get into that whole thing unless you guys want to. But if you buy from their store on eBay, you don't have to wait for the authentication because it's already authenticated. They're selling it. They're guaranteeing it, right? Cam Caminiti and a Ryan Waldschmidt for the Diamondbacks is going to be our first auto out of this box. Diamondbacks going out to Caleb Wilson. He's been hot here lately. Caleb has. But I do like that they have it. The only drawback that I have with it is that you have to wait so long for some of your cards. Now, if they're just for PC, that's fine, right? It's worth waiting for. I caught a ball from him one time, Mariano Rivera. DeVries Unleashed. Marcelo Mayer, rated prospect. Ozzie Smith with the hollow. And how about, we got a redemption here. Anybody want to take guesses at the redemption? Go ahead. I'll let you for $5 credit. Mariano Rivera out of 199. Going to the Yankees. That's U.S. Enter the Sandman. Especially on vintage, Kibler. Especially on vintage. Yeah, and Chris, there's the other side of it, Chris. If someone else sent a Travis Kelce that we pulled out of a 2013 Prominence box, a rookie patch auto, and they declared it unauthentic. It's like, dude, I opened it out of a box. It was sealed by Panini. It's like, what more can you... There's Bobby. What more can you do than that right there? So there is a downside to it for sure. There's a Griff O'Farrell for the O's. All right, here we go. This is, I saw 2 guesses for the redemption. We're going to go ahead and reveal it. You can still get 101 guesses in too. I'm sure we're going to pull at least one. Base rated prospects, optic signatures. David Shields. Now, they will go to the team on his checklist. Let me just pull that up quick. No one guessed David Shields. This has been a good box of Donruss so far. I can live with and I also think we have something else unless it's a filler card. Baseball 25. I'm excited for Donruss this year. I've already ordered a case on Blowout ahead of time. So pretty pumped to do that. They also have the downtowns in it this year. Base rated prospects. Optic signatures. Man, there's a lot of different things to go through here. All right. Card 104 is David Shields to the Royals. The Brew Crew, I don't think anything big for the Brewers yet. But again, we are on literally our second box and we open the gloves. So it's going to go out to the Brewers. Yeah, what up, Aaron? Brewers going out to the... Hey, you came in just in time. That's you there. Oh, why did I say Brewers? It's Royals. Sorry. Just kidding, man. I don't know where I got that. I apologize. Royals is going to be Matt Menser, who got your spot, Aaron, so oddly. That's weird. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Chris, what were you saying there? At least they are trying. Are you saying they're trying on authenticating? I agree. Like, I don't know that there's a good solution, right? Like, what is... This is what I thought we had a patch auto. I don't know what their other solution could be to prevent fraud. Did you guys see that thing with the Michael Jordan card, though? There's a Savage for the Blue Jays. That Michael Jordan that got shipped, luckily insured it, but eBay sided with the buyer, said it wasn't in the box. He did signature confirmation. He did, like, confirmed delivery, all that. The guy got the $50,000 Jordan card, and he's like, it's not in here. Pedro Martinez out of 199 going out to the Red Sox. Psych, just kidding. Out of 199, Pedro Martinez. A lot of numbered stuff in here. I like it. Theo Gillen with the refractor. Sasaki. Greg Maddux. And let's see. Anything else on this last stretch? And a Rhett Lauder with the rated prospect burst there for the Reds. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. What do you do? You have to try. Let's do a little Bowman Sterling. Grab some autos. This is 2021 Bowman Sterling. Yeah, and apparently he's getting his money back. Like, he had it insured for the full amount. I didn't know you could insure packages for $50,000. I've never heard of insuring one for that much. I don't know how much insurance costs to insure $50,000, but I will tell you that I hope he gets it. Now, he's still out the seller fees, which, lovely that eBay's like, we're going to side with this guy. We're going to give him his money. Let him keep the card. Also, we're still going to take the seller fees from you because you still sold the card. Like, are you kidding me with that? So, and then the other thing is, why did that, I mean, even if that went to authentication, if it goes to authentication, I think the shipping falls on eBay, right? Like if they get the card, they authenticate it, they ship it, and for some reason it doesn't get there, who does that fall on? Dane Dunning, Alejandro Kirk, Contreras rookie. We got the Singer out of 99, Brady Singer for the Royals out of 99, and Anderson Tejada for the Rangers out of 50. Nice number inscription on that. Rangers going out to Carl. What up, Carl? That's what I mean. What does insurance cost on 50K? Five autos in this box. Love me some Bowman Sterling. Anything after let's see, and that's the thing. And can you request authentication? Like as a seller, if I was going to sell a $50,000, everyone's like, "Oh, you should just," because he sold it overseas. I guess it went to like Japan or something. They're like, "Oh, I would have flew it over myself." I'm like, "All right, look, just because he sold it for 50 doesn't mean he didn't spend 40 on it, right? He could have spent. Did he pull the card? Maybe, I don't know. Cronenworth. But my thing is, if you paid 40 for it and you sold it for 50, even after fees, you still made like $7,000, right? But doesn't mean you can afford to fly over there. Dalton Varsho out of 75 and a Kate Cavalli for the Nats, autoed out of 50. Cavalli for the Nats. Matt McGinn, what up? You in here, Matt? Usually McGinn's a chatter, so I don't know if he is. Both of our card autos numbered out of 50 and a numbered card per box. Is that how it goes? Dalton Varsho out of 75 for the D-backs. Caleb. It's a cool color pink there. His Herbie had some, the 100K Herbie. After this box, guys, just a heads up, I am going to run up and let my dog in so she's not stuck outside. So no one's at the door. I'm not stealing anyone's cards. Unless we pull something awesome. Then I'll just go let my dog in at that point. Isn't that crazy what that card's worth now? Like the people that bought those during COVID, and like it doesn't matter who it was. Almost every single one of those cards is down. Apostle, Casey Mize, and a Dylan Dingler for the Tigers out of 125. I hope you guys appreciate the mix. I worked very hard. That's why it took so long. Very hard to put it together. You know, so that there's a good mix. Enough boxes, a good mix of autos, a good mix of mem. I think we're going to save the triple threads for last and the 3-2 because they're clearly the most expensive boxes. Those two boxes combined are almost $1,000. As I said, we went way over the $3,000 mark on this, but that's right, Wes, you know. Doug, I know there was a window on that card you probably... There's a Rutschman. There was a window on that card you probably could have got more for, but aren't you glad you didn't hold it any longer? There's that Rutschman. Tejada out of 199. And a Junior Severino for the Twins. That's who the O's play today. Fred Bell. It's our first on-numbered auto. Did our last one have an auto? Did our last box have an auto? One. Oh, yeah. All right. Insurance costs you okay. Yeah, you know, that's the thing. It's always like, man, like, I mean, everyone, I think, has a story of when they sold a card that they should have held. But I think there's a lot of stories, a lot more stories of people that should have sold and then they held, right? And then they're like, shit. And my favorite is when someone's like, well, I paid this much for it, so I need this much for it. And you can be like, well, it's worth half of that now. Well, I'm not willing to get rid of, I don't want to lose any money on it. It's like, don't get in the stocks. Oh, we have a redemption. Go ahead. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set this down. Get your redemption guesses in. I'm going to let my dog in. All right, here we go. It is 2021. Prospect autograph card of Ismael Mina, Chicago Cubs. Cubs going out to Robbie Martin. Not a bad box at all. The Cavalli's nice out of 50. 2 autos out of 50 there. Make sure I didn't miss any numbered cards. I like the Sterling. The Sterling plays, man. I like it. Let's do the baseball. Let's pick it up. Come on now. You know the rule on this, fam. It is goes to active team, unless for some reason there's a logo on the ball, anything like that. And then if it's a retired player, it goes to most years played. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, Dougie. Some lessons that people need to learn and understand. Is there a card in here? You know, it's really comes down to you have to just play both. You know, you can't like play both sides. I always want to make money. I never want to lose. All right, here we go. 5-time All-Star, 8-time Gold Glove Award, 4-time Silver Slugger, 3-time NL Home Run Leader, 2-time NL RBI Leader, and hit for the cycle in 2017. Now remember, it goes to the current team unless there's a logo on the ball. There won't be. So I'm sure this is not one that's always been on the same team. So I'm going to look it up now. We're going to confirm. Gold Glove winner. Going down to see it currently. What played for a lot of teams. And he's currently, as of January of this year, with the Arizona Diamondbacks, it is Nolan Arenado for the D-backs. Diamondbacks going out to Caleb Wilson. Just official Major League Baseball. It's got the Fanatics authentication. It also has this authentication on it, which is, I believe, is the TriStar one. No inscription or anything, but Nolan Arenado, good player, good name. So there we go for the Diamondbacks. I'm going to put this back with our gloves. Put these in here for you. I like the bag they put it in. Kind of cool. If you guys ever need anything like displays for balls, things like that, let me know. If I'm already going to be shipping to you, I can get those for a decent price. So if you're ever looking for something like that, displays, especially smaller ones like the balls or mini helmets, let me know. When I go to the hobby shop in Harrisburg, which is like an hour away, they have good deals on that kind of stuff. Yeah, you know, Doug, that's a good point, because even now, you look at guys like Mahomes. Let's do the 2025 Stadium Club first, and then we'll do the 2022 later. You look at Mahomes, even his stuff, after 3 Super Bowls early, it's fallen off. But the best thing you can do is buy players when they're down that you still feel like are going to have like a solid, strong career. A lot of people buying Brady right now. You know, next year I think is his Hall of Fame year, right? Well, and what's crazy, Chris, is that, all right, so people are still paying strong for Josh Allen. I think they have the hope, you know, hey, he puts up good numbers, right? He's consistently put up good numbers, no matter what you say, oh, he's never made the Super Bowl. Well, guess what? One AFC quarterback has won the Super Bowl in the last, 7 years. It's been Patrick Mahomes. That's been the only AFC quarterback to win. Right? So it's like, then the argument for that, whenever I see someone's like, he's never won a Super Bowl though, it's like, okay, neither has Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, any of these guys. Jalen Hurts has one, but then I look at guys, the whole point was Sam Darnold, right? Sam Darnold goes in, has 2 great seasons with wins, 14 wins both seasons. Only other guy to do that is Tom Brady. Wins the Super Bowl. Looks solid. Doesn't look like, he just like played the part. Really does look solid in the playoffs. Yeah, he had a lot of interceptions during the season. There's a cow. Dylan Cruz, rookie, yours for the taking. Mark McGuire, red. There's a Churio. PCA. And then his cards just don't go up at all. Dylan Cruz. Jackson Holiday, orange card there. Alex Bregman. So his cards are still so low. So low. I think he's still a buy. For the Padres, Jackson Merrill. Vlad Red. Very cool card for the Jays. There's that Paul Skeens. The photos on this are just awesome. Love opening this stuff. Drew Thorpe is going to be our auto in the box. Going to be out to the White Sox. It's going to be Scott Baldwin. Mike, I can't wait till you get to come over here and break with me one time, man. Mike, what did you say that I missed? What Jamie say on his chin? I'm trying to go back. Chris, his timing was almost perfect on that sale for the Herbert. 2 or 3, I never see. I talked about that. Jason Dominguez. I just don't know. Like, I feel like Jason Dominguez, is he completely done? Brooks Lee. I have not finished season 2 yet. I told you I'm waiting for OP15 to come out on April. I want to open a box of that as I finish the season. Did I say I could have a play date? I've had play dates. Who was just over here breaking? Nate Long. When are you coming, Wes? Ben Williamson for the Mariners. Rookie out of 199. Listen, I told you guys, there are times, especially when I'm tuned up, I'm like, wait, am I live? Is this real life? Miguel Cabrera red. I'll never forget the first time I broke at the National with Jason, and I was like, it's so nice to know this isn't just a dream and that I'm actually breaking. Marcelo Mayer. Because for a while it was like, man, sometimes I wonder. It's a weird feeling, dude, when you're in here talking to yourself for so long. 2 more years and you talking about Dominguez? Well, who's the other one we talked about the other day? There was another player where, like, he just never... Well, how about this one? Luis Robert for the White Sox. He's been traded now. Is he one that we're giving up on completely? I also think if they come in too late, like kind of like Sam Darnold, if they come in too late into the league, is there buying power with them? Like, for all intents and purposes, Sam Darnold should be selling close to Josh Allen value, right? But I think the problem was he's on his 4th or 5th team. Has lost his original fan base. I don't think Hawks fans loved him, right? So at what point is it just like people just don't have he doesn't have a fan base? There's Sluggers, Kobe Mayo with the rookie. Savage Sluggers. Mark Vientos. Paul Skeens, concentration. I know what he concentrates on. Dude, I love that Livy Dunn tweeted out, I've been replaced. Out of 99, Matt Shaw for the Cubs. Numbered break glass in case of emergency. Dude, so Livy Dunn tweets out, I've been replaced. The way Skeens kept looking at Bobby Witt. Let me ask you guys this. If you're buying one guy right now in the league, think of price and everything. So, ability to, there's a Nick Kurtz rookie orange for the A's. Going out to Jason. If you could buy one player in the league right now, for investment purposes, who are you buying? Corbin Carroll. Hey, we're only supposed to get one auto, right? Or is it two still? Is it? No, one autograph per. We got an extra one. This one for the Giants. Yellow, I think. Is it numbered to 50 on the yellow? Brandon Crawford for the Giants going out to Michael Thompson. That is our second box with an extra hit. I think so too. I think Witt is that guy. I will tell you this right now. Witt is. We have at least one Witt card as a part of our repacks. It's a nice one. So remember that for repacks. Now there's going to be a lot more, but I'll let you know. Witt is in there because I believe that's a good card. He's a good dude to collect. All right, I got to get some top loaders completely out here. Yeah, J-Rod too. Witt just is like fun to watch. So, my wife, when she watches like Witt, like she like watched him in the seeing the home run derby a few years ago, and watched him in the World Baseball Classic. Every single time she's on screen, she's like, I can't watch him. The way he chews his gum. Like maybe just like I don't know, don't let it bother you. Did you ever notice though? Aaron, it's called Card Stadium, and I get a lot of supplies there. Syndergaard with the Thor. I get a lot of my supplies there. They're not that much cheaper, but when you get supplies, a lot of places you have to also pay shipping, or they work it into the price. So when I drive there, I usually buy a ton, like at least 4 or 5 cases of top loaders, sleeves, things like that. I did get our Bowman's Best there. Their prices used to be okay. Now it's just like their prices mirror online. Sometimes they're more expensive than online, which is unfortunate to be honest. Chance at Ohtani autos in this. Now again, it's funny because it's not like your typical hobby shop, Aaron. If I go to the hobby shop that's close to me, they want $8 for a pack of standard top loaders. If OKC plays Boston in the finals, but I'm not as close to Boston as you think, though. Boston's a cruise for me. Actually, Jason is in Boston right now, and I can't just cruise to see him. Card shells. What is that, Wes? I swear there's no comment. I just see Chris saying about balls. There is nothing here that I'm missing. Maybe it's not popping up. Chris likes to just give me a hard time, man. Pete Alonso, Altuve, Dave Winfield. Chris just likes to pick on me, man. Trout and Ohtani. Akiyama. Trevor Huffman. There's the old Mike Messina card. The Polar Bear, Pete Alonso. This is the dude I was talking about. The sleeves are pre-cut. I don't know what that means. Andrew Benintendi, Matt Olson, Will Smith. Nothing on that stack. The way Jamie did the other day. You can display them the way Jamie did the other day. Send me just a video of it looking down and then just plop them right on the table. I like the surprise attack, to be honest. Fernando Tatis, Justin Dunn. Ken Griffey Jr. Ichiro, not a 101. I saw someone guess Ichiro 101. And it's going to be a Pete Harnisch for the Astros. with the Archives buyback auto. Guess it's not the buyback, it's the new card stamped. Yeah, 2020. Oh, really? I don't have problems getting... What I would like to see is... They make the like thick sleeves and the regular sleeves. I would like to see a jumbo sleeve. So you could put... Like, I have top loaders that are 380 point, 260 point. So you don't have to use a mag case. They don't make sleeves for them. So am I just putting the card in the top loader? Like, without a sleeve? I just don't get what the point of that is. There's an Ohtani. Amajo. With the Baez. The Big Hurt Frank Thomas. And out of 175, Benintendi for the Red Sox. Is that what it is? Smoosh? I would have got a few kicks, according to the rules in the movie Waiting. I really thought that's what I saw when he sent the video, but I was very tuned up the other day. CC Sabathia and Jimenez. All right, so we went through this stack, right? Correct. Yep. One auto. We have one more to go here. Oh, my chin. Jamie probably did that when I was here. Who knows? He did sleep downstairs. I don't know if he ever snuck upstairs to do anything to me while I was sleeping. I left my door unlocked. Tim Hudson. Ryan Sandberg. Come on, give us a good auto here. Opening day vibes. Let's go. Give me something good. Let's see an Ohtani. Mr. Smile. That's a cool card. Dude, is he in a dentist office? That's a wild card. He's in a dentist office? Who designed that? Luzardo. Those are classics. Those cards came in rack packs, man. What, for the Ohtani auto? Yeah. That would be on the top 5. I don't... Have we ever pulled an Ohtani auto? I'd have to go back and look. I mean, we've obviously pulled Brady, Mahomes, multiple Brady stuff, but I'm not sure we've ever pulled an Ohtani auto. We've even pulled lots of good basketball autos. I don't know that we have ever pulled an Ohtani. I'd legitimately have to go back and look. It's going to be Mike Pagliarulo? Come on. We needed better than that. For the Yanks. Man, where's my Ohtani at? Wes, you got another auto there. Let's get another numbered card. These boxes can be... Oh, looks like we have something numbered coming up. Mr. Sunshine, Ernie Banks. Dion. Hey, and it's going to be an Aaron Judge numbered out of 75. There's a good one. Everything north of the Mason-Dixon. What I did, I told him, hey, if you need anything, just come wake me up. Jamie is not good at picking up clues. If someone told me, like, hey, I'll be up in my room, like, if you need anything, I left the door unlocked. Like, dude, take a hit, man. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to switch it up to the Stitches and Slabs box. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. We got some nice stuff. Some of our nicest stuff so far has been the numbered, not auto stuff, to be honest. All right, this is going to need a minute here. So I'm going to open this up on camera right here so you can see me. It's not going to fit on the table, but I'll keep it all right here. I don't know how on earth I would ever mimic a box like this, but... What was he, 0 for 4? He's coming off his last game slump. Hey, quick just reminder on this. Everything goes to current team except the jersey. If it's a jersey dedicated to that team, it would go with that. You guys know the rules. Holy cow. Dude, it's a good jersey. I'm going to just set the box right here like this. We're going to open up our slabbed card first. One buyback card. I've heard the stitches and slabs is nice. We haven't opened this. I don't know if we did. It was a long time ago. I think we just talked about this dude. This is kind of a hold, I would think. It's going to be a good card if it hits. Jason Dominguez, Gem Mint 10, first Bowman. That's so funny we talked about him. The jersey's really nice. 0 for 5, 4 strikeouts. Man. What's the odds of us talking about that and then getting it? I mean, that was a monster card, even probably in 2022 still being chased. Are you ready for the jersey? I mean, at least it's in a larger break and not a small break. But Yankees crushed it on this. How about Mariano Rivera? With the Hall of Fame inscription, I would take it out if you want, but it's a pinstripe. Yanks, what a hit. I have opened this. I thought we did some. I didn't know if we did the basketball version or the baseball version. Dude, that is a sick. I told you. I mean, it's a whole Yankees box, but. And again, this is 2022 stitches and slabs, so it's not like it was. That was a bad card then. I may pick up some more of these because if we're pulling jerseys like that and cards like that out, I'll be maybe not great now, but there's other stuff in here. And Wes said you'd watch some, Wes. Should have just busted crap. You're still time, Doug. You can still do that. It's okay. Tomorrow is Friday. Can you order that online and have it delivered to your house? I know you can get other things. Jeez, he's all over. Rivera. He's everywhere. We even pulled a numbered card of him today. I can open it up then and look. I would imagine it's custom, but we can open it up and check. Okay, Corey. Yeah, I know that people... Actually, even Tony was looking for the basketball version of it. Saying how... he said there's just really... he wanted 2022, I believe, too. I just think that was a good year they did it. I don't even know if they're making that product anymore. But for whatever reason, that stuff is just loaded. All right, good luck, everyone. Babe Ruth. Look at that photo. That's cool. Jo Adell. And these cards are all like over. The photos. Jo Adell red. Larry Walker. Johnny Bench. In true Stadium Club fashion, it's like they're already bricking. Matt Olson. This is only 2022 as well. Will Smith. Suzuki rookie. Luis Robert. JD Martinez. That's a sweet photo. That's the black frame too. David Wright. Eddie Murray. Corey Seager. Don Mattingly. Glasnow. Jonathan India. That is our black and white, or I guess that might be sepia, considered sepia for the Reds. Mike Piazza. Dude, he loves Shia LaBeouf. Wade Boggs. What's he playing with Roosters for? What's that all about? Is he drunk? Acuna. And our auto is going to be rookie for the Pirates, Zach Thompson. Going out to you, Dougie. Ask Scott. Ask Scott. I don't want to see a dude of Scott size diving into the nose candy. Brandon Marsh, rookie. Double the value of authentic. Oh, I'm sure. That's like Chris, you've talked about those jerseys before that Fanatics is putting out, but their price is just so high. And I love that you can get authentic jerseys. I love that you can get inscriptions. You can get alternate authentics, things like that. Game used. But man, when you're talking over $500 and a lot of jerseys sell way under that, even off, you know, I get really nervous. But I would always be down if we had demand for it. Bo Bichette. This is a 2 auto box. Back in 2022, before Fanatics took over, there were 2 autos in every box. What's this? Juan Soto? Is that a common insert for the Nats there? O'Neal Cruz. That is a chrome rookie O'Neal Cruz for the Pirates. They didn't put chrome in it this year, did they? And that is a Bobby Witt red rookie. There you go, Royals. Matt Menser, red parallel Bobby Witt rookie. Nice card there. Joe Carter. Jonathan India. And it's going to be for the Brewers. You got one there, Aaron. How about Jake Cousins for the Brewers? Rookie auto. Yeah, I probably wouldn't leave the door open for Scott. I don't think I'd survive that. I'm a little bit more tender than that. Pete Alonso, cool photo. Brandon Marsh red, Drew Ellis rookie. Kyle Lewis. I have talked about doing more retail of stuff with adding in the repacks. I don't know how baseball people feel about that, but I feel like the way Topps has been doing the retail and the things I see people pulling out of retail, like Ohtani autos out of the retail versions, part of me wants to try it out a little bit. I'm assuming this Juan Soto is just a base insert there. I'm sure Wes is listening. Wes, hope your run at Target's doing all right. Wes said Target does not let him be on his phone while he's working, while he's stocking at Target. You guys didn't see last night, we did pull a 101 Skeens auto last night, mixed with an A's player, but it did go to the Skeens. Cody Bellinger. Randy Johnson, Sonny Gray, Juan Soto, Suzuki, Wander Franco. Wonder what he's doing right now. Bet you he doesn't leave his door unlocked right now. That's just my guess. Unless he likes it. Who knows? Vidal Brujan, Ryan Mountcastle, Vlad. A red Jonathan Heasley. Bo Bichette. And there's the JD Martinez Chrome. That's out of 25 for Boston. Red Sox going out to Mark Connolly out of 25. A lot of nice low print we got in this break. It adds up. Kruk. Chipper Jones. I think the first game's just starting here at 1, or is the first game on at 1:30? That's a classic Nolan Ryan picture. It's been on other cards. Castellanos. Look at this box at 22. Where they like, hey, just flip them whatever way. There's a Torkelson rookie. A black frame Eli Morgan. And there's the Rizzo Chrome Sepia going out to the Yanks. Yanks having a day. Not individually numbered, but definitely a short print there. So let me ask you guys real quick your opinion as I approach doing the repacks now that baseball season is here. I need your opinion. For baseball, I know not everything has to be an auto, right? It can be short prints. It can be, just rookie cards. Is there anything specific you do or don't want in the repacks? For example, I'm a fan of like the high-end on-license stuff. Whether it be case hits, flawless, NT, stuff like that. Obviously, licensed stuff I'm not ignoring. We're doing that. But I feel like I can get some of the bigger names, some of the better names with ink on the non-licensed stuff. How do you guys feel about that? Does that have a place in the repack? Or should I stick to like short print stuff? I know not everything looks pretty with Topps, but does have value. Just like, first Bowmans, things like that. What are your thoughts, guys? What are we thinking for repacks? Why not keep going with the Yanks? Antonio Cabello, first Bowman for the Yanks. Wes just still cracking them here. Good thing he got those headphones. On repacks, you're saying, I don't think you'll necessarily lose the battle. It's going to be a mix. But, I just worry that people don't fully know the value of all the licensed stuff. People who are just kind of like me, who just kind of dabble in baseball. Alberto Jimenez for the Red Sox. Red Sox hitting a lot, too. Going out to Mark Connolly. Wes, and that's what I'm thinking. Flawless. Even case hits, some of the better case hits, things like that. That's where I've been leaning, but now I'm like, I got to get some more licensed stuff. But as long as we're cool with maybe it not always being autos, things like that. Because some of those get really pricey. Patino for the Diamondbacks. Not the box we wanted for our Bowman Chrome. Tons of ink in this, licensed ink in this, but it will only be big names. It would only be big names for unlicensed. It would only be big names in general. So that's why unlicensed gets tough, or license gets tough. You go get a licensed Bobby Witt, paying a lot more than if I get a high-end unlicensed Bobby Witt, It still has great value. But I think it spreads out. The reason is, let me tell you why. I think it spreads out the hits more. Instead of having one card that's takes up, $500 repack box, you can put 2 or 3 nicer cards in it. That's just my take. And that's how most baseball people are. It doesn't have to be ink. Albert Pujols out of 75. Yes, the rainbow's out of 75. Albert Pujols. DeVries. Going to be out of 49. I don't even know if that's how you say it. Is it DeVries? Is that how you say it? He's still a prospect, right? All right, let's get to the ink. Jason Churio. Sorry, we actually have more of these. Out of 99. This is a 96 out of 99 with the bronze. Joey Laperfido. Numbered out of 99. Let's check it out. Goes to current team. It looks like it is going to go to the Astros. Yep. As of February of this year, that is going to go to the Stros. How about a Noah Schultz? Leaf Spectrum, numbered out of 25, Noah Schultz. It's going to go to the White Sox. Dude was born after, all these guys born after I graduated high school. Born after. I'm getting so old. Oh, we have a redemption coming on the next one. Go ahead, take your guesses. Josue De Paula out of 99. I'm thinking it could be a big redemption with what came out of this box. This is going to go to the Dodgers. First hit for the Dodgers. I don't think Judge is in Leaf. From my experience. Griffey has some stuff in there. I don't think Judge does. It says the name right out of the back. How about Charlie Condone, Travis Bazzana? And it's still active because it's new. It doesn't expire until 2027. I know Charlie Condone is Rockies. I think Bazzana, is he Tigers? Guardians? So that's going to be a random between the Guardians and Charlie Condone is the Rockies. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's from Australia. That will be a random at the end. Rockies and Guardians. Yep. Thank you, Wes. Wes must be out. All right. Here we go. Big boy boxes. This is like a third of the break right here. We're going to see triple threads for the end. Start with 2023. Doug, I won't throw away the extra pack in this. You remember that? This opens up so weird. I think, Corey, you were the one time you're like, hey, it opens up the other way from the back. Here we go. All right, we're going to get this out first. Are you ready? Our auto is going to be for the Rangers, Juan Gonzalez out of 19. Remember that dude? Juan Gonzalez for the Rangers. Carl. There you go, Carl. I just saw McGonigal made the roster, the opening day roster as well, a young prospect. This is going to be our patch card for the Phillies. How you Lee, 4 out of 10. Come on now. Rather have the Juan Gonzalez. But that's a cool Phillies patch in the background. And it is out of 10. And here is our pack. So now we do have the empty box here. For the Braves, out of 32, Jared Schuster, rookie. Out of 99, Dom DiMaggio for the Red Sox. And out of 150 on the horizon, Jordan Walker for the Cards. Well, here's the good news. If you domed that box, that was the same as 4.5 spots in this break. So the good news is if you got one spot in this break, you still paid less than 25% of that box right here. And that could have been your card. So that's the good news of breaks over doming a box to yourself. And it's tempting, right? Like, oh, should I just pony up and get a cool box? Something like 3-2, something even like this, triple threads. Hopefully it goes well. But again, this is the equivalent of 5 to 6 spots in this break. 101 Ichiro. Those can be good boxes. They're just risky. Just like any Panini one. Oh, there's too many boxes in here. Here we go. Good luck. Final one. Guys, I am going to random off those 5 fantasy spots at the end of this. So stay tuned for that as well. And then we're going to do a full recap here for you. We need a banger in this. Hey, we got to see a lot of names. Got to see a lot of ink. Hopefully pull some nice stuff here. First one up, Johnny Bench. Miguel Cabrera, base. And I maybe numbered Jackie Robinson. Nope. First card for a hit. How about Corey Seager? 6 out of 18 for the Rangers. 2 back-to-back hits for the Rangers. The Juan Gonzalez and the Corey Seager out of 18. With the jersey, the bat, and the jersey. It's a cool looking card. How about Manny Machado for the Padres? That is out of 18 as well. 5 out of 18. For the Padres. Going out to Ron Ruppel. It says game used on the front, but then on the back it says not from any specific event, game, blah, blah, blah. It's confusing. Why would it say game used and then say that? And Jared Kelenic at a $2.99 going out to Seattle. And Wes, you have them and the next card, which is actually really cool. How about a Babe Ruth numbered out of 125? That's got to do well, right? Any numbered Babe Ruth, especially licensed. Matt, is McGinn in here or Thompson? Someone that wants to do me a little research here. What's a Babe Ruth triple threads out of 125 go for? Curious. All right, last box mojo. Let's go. Yadier Molina. Garrett Cole. Now that I know how these boxes go, I am going to open from the back here. Let's do these next 2 cards. How about Rafael Devers out of 199? Going out to Boston. They keep hitting. And Vlad Guerrero out of 50. That will go to the Nationals, formerly the Expos. Going out to Matt McGinn. 30-ish. That's not nothing. Clayton Kershaw out of 18. 1 out of 18. Game used mem going out to the Dodgers. Caleb Wilson. Why does he kind of look like Dave Portnoy in this? And last hit. Good luck, everybody. We'll do a recap here at the end. Kyber Ruiz out of 75 for the Nats. Nationals going out to McGinn. All right. Listen. Could have been better. Could have been worse. Definitely would have been worse if you domed any of those boxes independently. And you have a chance to win a hobby box in the Fantasy League. But let's go ahead and recap, see the damage, see what we did. Then we'll get back to our regularly scheduled break programming. Vlad out of 50. Devers out of 199. Kelenic out of 299. DiMaggio out of 99. Schuster rookie out of 32. Jordan Walker out of 150. Jason Chourio out of 99. DeVries out of 99. Pujols out of 75. That chrome sepia Anthony Rizzo for the Yanks. A black and white India for the Reds. O'Neal Cruz chrome rookie. We had for the Red Sox, Benintendi out of 175. Tejada out of 199. Dalton Varsho out of 75 rookie. Brady Singer out of 99. Pedro Martinez out of 199. The Christian Moore out of 149. Luis Angel Acuna rated rookie optic hollow. Gary Sheffield with the green parallel there, the bomb squad. DeVries for the Padres acetate rated prospect. Cliff Lee out of 49. Luis Baez out of 250. Connor Griffin base rated prospect. Kobe Mayo out of 99. And the coming attractions Ethan Salas. Also the Babe Ruth out of 125. Listen, if you're going to spend money on that changes the situation, Mike. No one ever said you were willing to pay for the company. If you're willing to pay for the company, I can, make it happen. How much are you talking? I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. Let me tell you. Let me get all these cards down here. A lot of ink in here. Just not necessarily, what we were completely looking for. We have a random to do as well. Are you flying in or are you driving in? Are you going to have a car? If you're going to have a car, we can make something happen, man. All right, here we go. We had the JD Martinez numbered out of 25 going out to Boston. We had the Matt Shaw out of 99. Ben Williamson out of 199 rookie. Save these, save this, save this. All right, Walter Yannick out of 149 for Houston. Abrieta for the Phils out of 250. Abreu out of 99. We had the Acuna out of 50. Very nice card. The Dylan Cruz out of 15 rookie. $1.25, pal. Did we talk about that the other night? I vaguely remember the drunk recollection of that. Bubba Chandler out of 25. Aaron Judge out of 75. And Mariano Rivera out of 199. So not a bad group of numbered cards there. Not horrible. We had the Clayton Kershaw out of 18. Game used mem. We had the Manny Machado out of 18. Out of 10, the Phillies patch, Yuli. Don't know him. Good old Mike, from the Yankees. For the Royals, David Shields. Pete Harnish for the Astros. Ryan Waldschmidt, not numbered, going out to the Diamondbacks. Austin Meadows for the Rays. Eisen Diaz for the Marlins. Dylan Dingler out of 125 for the Tigres. Kyber Ruiz for the Nationals out of 75. Rodero Patino for the Diamondbacks. The yellow parallel Brandon Crawford out of Stadium Club for the Giants. Drew Thorpe going out to the White Sox. Here was the Cam Smith Astros patch. That is out of 10. 3-color out of 10. Not a bad card. Jimenez for the Red Sox. Cabello for the Yanks. Oh, this is our Bobby Witt red rookie out of Stadium Club. We had the Jake Cousins for the Brewers auto. Corey Seager out of 18 for the Rangers. Juan Gonzalez out of 19. Zach Thompson for the Pirates. Laperfito for the Stros. Noah Schultz for the White Sox. DePaula for the Dodgers. Ismael Mina for the Cubs. Junior Severino for the Twins. We had that Gem Mint 10 Bowman Chrome first, Jason Dominguez. We had the Anderson Tejada out of 50 rookie. And the Cade Cavalli for the Nats out of 50. And then, of course, we had the baseball for the Diamondbacks of Nolan Arenado. Man, it's funny because our mem was actually one of the better parts of the break, which is what I was worried about. But so that goes to the Diamondbacks. We had for the Guardians the Gabriel Arias game used autograph gloves. Really nasty, really cool. And then the Mariano Rivera. How do we tell if it's authentic? Let's take a look. No, it says New York. Still very, very nice. Auto with Hall of Fame inscriptions. Oh, Wes, I'm glad you gave me permission. I was going to do it. Sorry. I'm glad you said yes. I did want to check for it. Still a nice pool there. And then we have a card to random up here. The Condon and Bazana. Let me do that first, and then we're going to give away the 5 fantasy spots. Are you ready? Oops, that's not what I want. Condon, Bazana. 2-player card, min roll 5. Good luck, everybody. Or those 2 people, I should say. Bazana is going to take the card. Bazana is going to take the card. And now we are going to take the list here. I'm just going to take everyone's name, and we're going to actually, instead of the wheel, to save time, we're going to do the top 5 names. And if you win more than one in this right here, I'll let you give it to who you want. And had him sign it. Probably. And then they authenticated it themselves. They had his mom sign it. Nathan Long, Jason Mello, Robbie Martin, Ron Ruppel, and Tyler Dahl. You better, Jamie or Wes, you better run over to Johnny Guypen and ask if he wants his spot. The other person is Ben Hitchcock has an extra one. I'll throw that out there. Johnny Guypen, I think, sometimes doesn't play. And Ben Hitchcock has 2. I'm going to let you run and argue with them for it. Robbie Martin, Ron Ruppel, and Tyler Dahl. That will conclude the list. You guys know I love you. I did my best. I went way above the budget for this one. However, things happen. So, it wasn't bad. It's just tough on a $100 break. So, all right, guys, we'll be back at it. I'm thinking about throwing up some Topps tribute tonight. So, be ready for that. Have some other things in the works, too. I'll see you guys soon. Happy opening day. Let's go, O's.